If you're anything like me, you wonder how there are starving children in the world. Why are we always going to war? Why is there conflict? Why is there religious segregation? Why do we still hate each other for the color of our skin? What's really going on? I mean, I think about this stuff all the time. I really do. I don't focus on it in a negative aspect. I try to think about it and formulate a way out of it. I try to see around it. I try to understand why are things the way they are. Why do we have starving children still in the world? How, in the United States alone, could there be any starving children when we know we waste more than 50% of all produced foods? Homeless people, the cost of medical insurance, car insurance, food, homeowners insurance, rent, land. How is all this happening? What's going on? We ask within our faiths, we pray, we meditate to understand these things, and we get some answers, but it doesn't change much because it's still going on in the world. If I say, picture a world leader, those faces that come to mind are pretty scary, right? The faces we're used to, the faces we have today. Anyone who could have possibly been a true world leader has either been crucified or murdered or jailed or outcasted. Think about that. The people we have today representing us are not world leaders. They're not, because the world is more divided than our own country is. So they're not world leaders. They're landmass management people. That's all they do. They control the consensus of the population by who's willing to pay the most. That's all they do. They're looking to take as much from you as they can possibly get. Not as much as you'll give, because you'd give less if you could. You'd give less if you could. So they're taking everything they can and making it harder and harder and harder on you to survive and breathe. These people we call world leaders. And they're not. They truly are just land management and civilian personnel supervisors. I mean, I can't even think of the proper word, because presidents and kings and queens and rulers, they're ridiculous terms. I never, when I was born, signed my life or soul or experiencing what I was going to experience on this planet away to anybody, and if my parents did, well, I had no say in that. A world leader doesn't pursue money over people, and that's all they do. That's all they do right now in our country. It's how much can I get from my own people? How much can I get from the rest of the world? How much can I shit on the world and dump on the world and not give a shit about everybody else? And I call myself a world leader. I asked about the children before, so let me ask you something. A true world leader is someone who is trying to unite the people as a whole. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, what landmass you live on. We all live on the same world. So how dare any of these individuals, these continent kings, call themselves world leaders? It's the same thing when there were peasants and kings and queens as it is today. We're the peasants. They're the kings. Maybe we have nicer stuff. We could do a little more. We think we have free will within the maze we're in. We have free will within the maze we're in. But a world leader is somebody who truly strives to connect with the people of the world and not the politicians and the lawyers of the world. A world leader is someone who speaks for all the people. A world leader is someone who gets themselves on that platform into that position of power and doesn't use it for their own ego, doesn't use it for their own country's monetary gain, they do it for all of the people of the world. They make every single day the same priorities until they are non-existent, and that is ending starvation worldwide. Here in the United States, in the Midwest, we have enough land where we can create thousands of jobs in the agricultural industry and create homes and supply not just the United States, but probably most of the world with food. We have the means and technologies now, wind and solar power, automation and robotics to deliver these goods all over the place. Homelessness. There should not be any homeless citizens anywhere. We shouldn't even be paying to live on the planet in which we are all a natural species on. Starving children, children dying, sick children, famished children, beaten children, raped children, hurt children. These words should not be coming out of my mouth. There should not be a starving child anywhere in the world. The education system that we are still embracing, supporting, condoning, and pounding down our children's throats do nothing but teach them how to obey and condone and support the broken society in which we live in now. Sick people all over the world, but I want to focus in this country alone. We have, and you know we have the means and technology and cures and capabilities to end 90% of the sicknesses out there, but still because of money, solely because of nothing else but money and greed, we keep people sick. We charge to cure. We charge to heal and help. Inequality amongst race. Every politician gets out there and promises they're going to help these things, just like everything else I've just named, and they do nothing. We are diluted and deluded by what's going on around us. We are so blind to the absolute manipulation that goes on with us, racially, religiously. We embrace fossil fuels. I just read a quote this past week from a politician, a congressman, something we absolutely do not need because we globally can be our own Congress. But I read a congressman saying, it doesn't matter what we do to the planet. We can drill, hurt, harm, torture, do anything we want to the planet because if it gets bad enough, God will fix it. This is insane that a congressman, a person in a politician, a political power, a person of political power would even say these words. Excuse me. We are embracing fossil fuels. Right now, our world leader is wanting to dig into the planet for more coal. Sell off our oceans. Sell off the rights to our oceans for companies to come now and drill and pull oil up and dump it out into the ocean, because you know what'll happen? Because God will fix it. But this is what they want to do. Instead of embracing solar power, instead of embracing wind power, why has your local electric company, get this one. Now this is a smack in the face for you with love. Why has your local electric company or fuel company have not started to change over to free sources of fuel for you? Why? You know what the answer is? because it will cost them too much money to change over to this technology. So instead of them forking over or working out a deal with the government and taxes, let's not do that. Fuck you and me. Let's keep the people paying for the shit that we don't need. When, as a matter of fact, we the people, now I hope a lawyer sees this at some point and contacts me, because we the people have a right to sue every technology company and every fuel company out there right now for withholding technology that can help the advancement of human evolution and this planet. Think about that. We know companies like Apple and Sony and stuff are years ahead. We know the airline industries are years ahead. We know we have technologies readily available to end starvation, provide water, create better air, educate you and I better, make our lives easier, give us more freedom. But they don't, because they can make money off of us by withholding these technologies, medical, written, whatever form you can possibly imagine. They are withholding things from us that will help evolve humanity and save this planet. Now, if that's not a class action suit against the entire friggin' technological industry, then I don't know what is. So we're embracing fossil fuels. We're still pursuing fossil fuels instead of embracing free wind and solar panel power. We're destroying this planet at an alarming rate and not giving a shit, because when they die, they don't care, because while they were here, they got to make as much money as they wanted, do what, go where, eat what, screw what, and have whatever they want, because you and I take it. We accept it, and we support it, and we put our children into it. And a world leader is someone who does every single thing. Their entire purpose in life is to unite the people and wake them up and let them know we can change this. I did an episode last week about religion, and I purposely left the Roman Catholic Church out at the end. And as I mentioned, they have done the worst things to people than any other religious organization on this planet. I couldn't even talk about them because I would have to dedicate 2 to 3 episodes to the things that they've done. But still, religiously, whether you're Jewish, Christian, Catholic, Muslim, Protestant, Buddhist, atheist, Hindu, we are letting churches and priests and ministers and kings from the 17th century destroy the true knowledge and insight and wisdom we had given to us long, long ago when our celestial ancestors gave us that knowledge. Business. To have a business in this country, you have to have a business in this country, or be in business, or be supporting a business in this country or anywhere on this planet to survive. If you are not in the business of business some way, you're not making money, and if you're not not surviving. And if you've found that way to survive and make your life off the grid and away from this, then man, God bless you, because I'm going to build a community that is absolutely one of the most amazing things anybody has ever seen. And it is going to be the shockwave that starts the shift on this planet. We support the aspect that we have to get up and give our lives away to pursue money. And we take most of that money, most of it, don't lie to yourself. Oh, but it's only 40% of my money that goes to taxes. Right, but you're paying for things you shouldn't be paying for in the first place. So most of your money is going away for something else. You're working your life away, collecting debt, obtaining debt, getting debt that you'll never pay, and dreaming of doing things that you'll never do because of money, because of business. because of business, because of taxes. When we know there are better solutions to taxes, lower taxes all around, let you keep your entire paycheck. Keep your whole paycheck. If we have to have taxes on certain things to pay for all these new technologies and automated technologies to enable you and I more freedoms, then we lower taxes on the items we pay taxes for, and we put smaller taxes across the board. And this solves the problem right off the bat until we don't have to pay taxes anymore. Because now the new technology that we're embracing and supporting and honoring, that new technology and that new automation and that new way is repairing and taking care of the damage that we've done while we are overseeing this new way in the world globally. Food costs. Do you realize what, yes, you do. Do you realize what we have to go through to provide our family with food? Now, I'm a vegan, but let's put that aside. Food, meat, dairy, cheese, whatever it is you eat, whatever it is you want, think of the aspect and think of the cost that we have to pay for this. I have to pay for apples and oranges and celery. Why? Because gas has to go in a truck and that driver has to deliver it? Nope, because I just solved that problem a minute ago by embracing the technology that has been suppressed from us. So food costs. This is insane that we justify that there are starving children in the world, or let's just stick home here in the United States for a minute. There are starving children, starving family, homeless people, homeless families right now because they can't pay for food and because somebody has to pay for the food, but we can't afford to buy it to give it to them. Do you hear what I'm saying? We are justifying the fact that these people, it's okay that there are starving people because there's just not enough money. There's not enough money to buy the food because we're just such gluttonous, greedy, embracing the deadly sins, fat fucks, that we've got to take it all for ourselves and we don't care that we waste more than 50% of it. Let them starve because they don't have the money to pay for it. They don't have the money to pay for the driver to deliver it. That driver can't get in the truck out of the kindness of his heart and deliver it because he can't take the time away from his job because his family will starve and he can't give them food. Now, I mentioned I'm a vegetarian, a vegan. So I'm not going to talk about animals because if they're out there, if you want one, go out there and shoot it, kill it, eat it. Go ahead. That's your life. It's your choice. But fruits and vegetables, nuts, raisins, legumes, the shit I eat, it grows on trees and out of the ground and on bushes for free. Because this planet and God and the Creator intended you to experience and walk this earth and meet each other and experience and witness life without having to worry about going thirsty or starving or having a place to call home, because this is your home. And that's freedom. And that, my brothers and my sisters, is what a world leader is supposed to be striving for. We are not supposed to be waking up every day and thinking we're doing a great job by making enough money, by putting our children into a good college so they can wake up, buy a home, get a good job, have kids, and do the same thing and support these leaders, world leaders, rulers, kings, queens. Really? The worst. Most of them, because there's a few, are the worst possible people to be doing what they're doing. You don't take lawyers and businessmen and military officials and ex-game show hosts and real estate agents, real estate developers, and make them the people in charge of your life. You find people who embrace freedom and kindness and compassion for all. You embrace somebody who wants to see you experience and witness your life with absolute freedom. No hate, no rage, no manipulation, no deceit, no malevolence. You're sick here. You're healed. Here is the help. You need a place to live. Here is a place you can live. You need food to eat. Here is food. Borders, knock them down in all countries. There are no countries. There are no races. There is no American, Russian, Korean, Chinese. There is earth. And there is the human experience. And our souls, our celestial light is here to embrace it. Almost every single government on this planet, almost every single government on this planet can be held and tried against crimes against humanity. But are we, the people, allowed a world court? Where is it? Where do we globally get together that say we don't stand for what's going on? We don't stand for what's going on within our own religion, within our own government, within our own community, within our own family, within our own home. When do you and I stand up and say we have had enough? When? How many more people like me have to come forward and do this until we finally do something? So with me today, I'm going to ask you to do something with me. I am going to create a shift. And that shift is going to reverberate around the world with a vibration that everyone is going to hear and feel. I'm truly going to start a community at some point that is going to grow and show the world the change and how we all can be and what our lives were truly meant to be. But what I want you to do with me now today is add something to your daily thoughts. We're willing and creating our reality around us. So let's do that. As I mentioned last week, it's the new earth. This is the new day. There is no more hate, no more rage, no more segregation, none of that. Lose those words. Let them fall from your life. Let them fall from your life. Don't say them, don't embrace them, don't think them, don't let those emotions come forward. Remind yourself about nothing but light, love, kindness, compassion, freedom. All children are fed and have homes. The world is turning to a beautiful place. We, the people, are going to have our planet. The governments are losing control. They are dying out and stepping down and stepping aside. And this is their last desperate attempt at manipulating the children of tomorrow. We will not let this happen. We will not let this happen to the children of this world, and we will not let that mentality, that aspect, and that mindset of what a world leader is, migrate off this world and start life on other planets. We will not colonize another planet, embracing what we are supporting here. So with me, I am asking you every day, you reach inside to your celestial power and your true connection with the divine, and you change this world with me. And you tell every other person you know who even utters a word that resonates anything I said here, and you show them this video. You show them this video. You send them the link. You copy and paste this link and you send it to every single person in your email address. Listen to me. If what I say resonates positively with you, if you believe these words are how you have embraced and felt your entire life, then you share this message with everyone. Those who come back are the true people in your life. Those who reject you because this does not resonate with them are the ones who have been holding you back and deterring you from embracing who you truly are. Everyone, I'm Jay. With light and love and kindness and compassion, I am asking you to truly reach out and reach up. Embrace your higher self and embrace our true creation. I'll see you next week.